The official name of this structure is the Wiregrass High Tunnel Hoop House, which is the only one in America. This is the first and only, but we plan to build multiple.
I'm so happy with the craftsmanship, design, the workmanship of Mr. Curidan, Mr. Khan, and his staff. It's a beautiful thing. I can't wait to start planting stuff.
First half of my career there, I was breeding plants, tomatoes and sweet potatoes. And now, second half, I'm working with plastics and looking at how we can apply plastics to agricultural production. And this is one of the ways of how we can apply plastics to agricultural production.
The whole community is going to be impacted by not only the technology of the greenhouse, but also the education that comes along with learning how to build multiple structures in the same fashion. Also, people are unaware that the amount of food is like almost equivalent to 8 acres of food in a 24 by 86 structure. It's going to really impact, especially when we get multiple houses.
My whole idea is to get people to use the house. And the more they use it, is the more satisfaction that I get.
Most folks on food stamp need to be educated about some of the advantages that they have. Someone on food stamps can rent a bed, they can buy seeds with their food stamp card, and they can grow their own food. One of the major success stories is getting that population to realize that and take advantage of the opportunity of accessing healthy food.
I've just picked some fresh romaine lettuce for a restaurant around the corner called Hungry House. I was doing their menus and I told them that since you're doing salads, why don't you come check out the greenhouse and all the different leaves we have. So he came to visit. He was astonished that we were growing so much in this small space. So we made a agreement to supply him with lettuce. It's going straight from the greenhouse to the restaurant to be served in, picked in minutes. This is the cycle, this is the food hub we're trying to create for the community. I don't think it really clicked in with A.D. Sistrunk at Hungry House, the salad man, until the lettuce that I previously delivered to him maybe 20 minutes later, Mr. Jackson came and bought a salad from him and he was like, wow, I'm selling you my own lettuce. I think that's when it really clicked into the importance of creating a food hub and having very, very fresh produce.
It's the fellowship and the unity and bringing people together. Food can always bring us together, and so I think it has a very positive effect for our community. The wonderful thing about this project is what it does in a number of ways, and that's education. Education for children, education for the adults as well. It's a skill set that sometimes we have missed through the years, and that is growing your own food and your own vegetables. It's sustainable once you learn how to do it and you have the things that are put into place. So this is, I think, a great benefit for the community.
The way you get folks to eat healthier is get the food closer to them. So that has given rise to the success of community gardens.
We are implementing the cleanup plan that was prepared, submitted to EPA, approved by EPA, and it's a relatively simple plan. We excavated approximately 2 feet of soil. The soil was impacted with high levels of arsenic from the previous use of the property, which was an electrical transformer site. And the arsenic came from a herbicide, or believed to have come from a herbicide, pesticide, chemical that was used for weed and rodent control. And so our work basically involved removal of the upper 2 feet. So the material was excavated, hauled to the landfill, and now we're in the process. This is clean soil, and it's a sandy material that the city is providing. We're hauling it back in, and it's a little hard to tell, but we've got it backfilled to the original ground level, on the original grade, and now we're constructing 2 pads for the 2 new tunnel houses. And we changed the design of the footprint this morning. Originally the houses were going to go east-west. Now they're going to go north-south to maximize use of the lot.
You're going to take a bad piece of ground and turn it into something good. That's what this project's for. Michael and I have talked a lot about getting on the outside of the high tunnels and planting some fruit trees and things like that will actually be directly planted into this new soil. So you really wouldn't want to plant that into a contaminated soil and take a chance on it taking up some type of toxin that would get into the fruit or something like that. So just real excited about helping Michael with this project and seeing it progress and go forward.
Job creation, there's going to be a little more job creation. He's got this phenomenal master plan that is the ultimate goal of all of this.
So I'm very proud of Michael Jackson and the staff here and those that have volunteered of their time. You know, that's just something that we, don't see as often as we would like. It's just a dedication and a passion for the compassion of people and how they can help and give back to the community.
I was going through pictures the other day and saw a picture of the grass, some bags of concrete and posts, and I was like, how are we gonna get this done? Some way organically, people saw the structure coming up and they just began to kick in and donate and volunteer their time.
Just come by and look at it sometimes and see what's going on right down in the middle of Dothan that you wouldn't think would happen inside the city, but it is, and it's a good project, and I'm glad to be associated with it.
Our first program was with the Hawk Houston Boys and Girls Club. During the summer, we did an 8 to 10 week program, and it was so successful that program still goes on today. We've added a number of other youth outreach to, say, Girls Inc., gig jobs. We feed into the gig economy. We also feed people here, and we also educate folks here. I was able to utilize community development block grant funds to make a big stake in building our new nutrition education learning center, where we do canning classes and cooking classes. And we also can seat about 40 folks auditorium style. We can set it up with round tables, rectangular tables, in order to engage the community at a higher level. That would not have happened if the city had not made a bigger commitment.
Michael, we on behalf of the Action Environmental team, we want to present you with an Action Environmental hard hat.
Okay.
I can't tell you how excited we are to be part of this project. We have, I've done this type of work all my adult life.
Really?
And this is probably the smallest footprint we've ever worked on, but I can't think of a project I've been more excited to be involved with because of what you're doing, what Aunt Katie's doing in this community. And so we're honored to be a part of it, and as a token of our appreciation, we want to present you with this hard hat.